Welcome to Jackal Digital. I'm Simon and today we'll take a look at a software called VB Cable that I've mentioned in the how to use your smartphone as a webcam video. What is VB Cable? How do you set it up and what are its use cases? Let's find out. Go to the VB Audio website, I'll leave a link down below, and go to the VB Cable section. The installation is pretty simple, just download the file for the operating system that you have, extract the file, and run the installation. If you have a 64-bit version, run this file. If you have a 32-bit version of the operating system, run this file. Once the installation is done, restart the computer. The free version of VB Cable comes with one virtual audio device, but you can buy up to 4, 2 plus 2 in a package. Each package costs anywhere from 5 to 25 euros because it's donation where you decide how much you want to pay. I'll be showing you with the free version how and what you can do. A computer usually has only one sound card and it's on the motherboard, so if you don't have an external one, that's the one you will be using. And you usually connect either the headphones or the speakers to it using a 3.5mm jack. To get to the sound settings, on Windows 10 you open the sound settings and sound control panel. I currently have only 2 sound cards. This is the VB cable and the speakers connected to the PC, but if I connect my USB headphones that have their own sound card, you'll see another listing pop up, and this is my headphone set. If you don't have it, don't worry, you don't need it, you only need one of these 2 things. So how the VB cable works is the same as the sound card and the motherboard, except it uses the same output, so either the speakers or the headphones. You don't need to connect anything extra to the PC. And now that you've added an extra sound card, although virtual, you can specify which program should be using which sound card. And this will give you the option to split the audio channels. Once you're in the playback settings, make sure that the cable input is set to set as default device. And to finish the setup, all you have to do is go to the recording tab, select the cable output, go to the properties, select the listen tab, check the listen to this device option, and choose one of the options that you have for your main audio. In my case, I'll choose the speakers. One thing that I have to point out, if you miss something, make sure that the volume that you're using is set to low. Because if you listen to this device and you check something that will loop the sound, you'll get really echoey and boomy sound. So let's say that I want to listen to the music in Foobarray. Foobarray has the option to output the sound to different audio channels. I know the microphone is probably picking up something, but even if it isn't, you still see that it's playing. Just put the microphone a little bit closer. That should be enough. So I can go to the library, configure playback output, and I can choose which device it should use to playback. And I've chosen speaker, the default device, and this is what you'll also want to do. I've chosen the speakers because I don't want the music to be heard in OBS. That I'll show you how it's done and what it affects. So I've changed the audio output to be played to the speakers, and I can do the same with TeamSpeak, Discord, or any other voice chat app. So as you can see, in Discord you can also change the output to speakers. With all those settings done, if you use the computer as you usually will, then you won't notice any difference. But if you use a program such as OBS to record the screen, audio, this will make a lot of difference. If you want to know the basic OBS setup for recording, you can watch the video that will pop up. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the video on how to set up OBS for streaming that I have coming up. Now in OBS, instead of using the default audio, you'll be using the cable input. If you use the default audio, then every audio source that the PC hears, it will get recorded in the OBS. But the cable input doesn't hear all of the audio if you specify another app to use another audio output source. Like I've shown you for the Foobarray and the Discord app to use another audio source, which is the speakers. Although I do hear everything from the speakers, the OBS won't hear that. I will now play the music, hopefully it's being picked up by the microphone. You can see that it is being played. And I will also play the video. But the OBS should only pick up the sound from the video. The speakers, I wouldn't use them for the headphone jack, since they have the same sound quality, which is just bad. So bad even that any chip dedicated to 2.1 speaker system sounds better. And that was the OBS test. The OBS audio should not have any music included, but only the music that I've put through the microphone. If you do need more virtual audio devices, you can buy up to 4 for a total of 5. And that would allow you to make more elaborate setups, like splitting all of the voice chats to one virtual audio device, music to another one, and maybe if you're listening to a stream while gaming, you could also split that stream to another audio device. And in the end, you would only hear the game sound. So what you can also do in OBS if you have a lot of audio devices, I just have 2, but you can right click, go to the advanced audio properties, and specify in which channel each audio should be. So the desktop audio is in channel 1, microphone is in channel 2, and both of them were combined into channel 3. If I would have more devices, I could specify in which channel each one should be. This makes it a lot easier when it comes to editing in software such as DaVinci Resolve, which is free. And you can check my basic video editing guide that will pop up. And that is it. Did you like the video? If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel and enable the bell notification icon so you don't miss my next video. I'm Simon, and until next time jackals, keep it digital.